What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eye Bri, also known as PT, and I'm back to talk about The Walking Dead. Spoiler warning for The Walking Dead show, comics, all that stuff. Spoiler warning. Another cliffhanger? Well, we have some information that we're going to share. If you follow us on Instagram and Facebook and a bunch of other things, you already know what we're going to talk about, but we're going to elaborate on it, discuss it, go a little deeper with the topic of the Season 10 finale, which may be a cliffhanger. But before we get to it, guys, please hit that subscribe button. Helps achieve our goal of 100,000 subscribers. We love talking about The Walking Dead all year round, and we do. So please hit that subscribe button to become a valued member of our PT channel Walking Dead family. Hit the join button, become a member of our PT channel Walking Dead family, and ring the bell to be notified when we post videos every day. Now, this is from an Entertainment Weekly article where Angela Kang was asked a bunch of questions. The last question being, how do you want to approach it? That being the Season 10 finale, because you all do some different things with your finale. Sometimes it's, all right, this is going to sort of wrap things up here. Sometimes it's more, we're going to introduce what's going to happen the following season. Sometimes there's cliffhangers, sometimes there's not. What light can you shed on that? I'll just say that there's some big stuff and there is a cliffhanger without getting into exactly what it is, but I think hopefully it will be exciting. So there is a cliffhanger. We also had this from the Spoiling Dead fans. This is not confirmed information. And again, it's not confirmed, but a group including Daryl, Carol, Negan, Lydia, Kelly, Luke, Jules, and Beatrice all find themselves trapped at a hospital. They are surrounded by possibly thousands of walkers that have been herded by the Whispers. So the Whispers could still be around in the finale. Potentially, we'll have to see again. This is not confirmed. They have to escape the hospital's parking lot using the good old Guts trick. One of the Whispers catches them escaping and walks into the herd. Carol and Beatrice are walking together, and the Whisperer sneaks up and stabs Beatrice in her side, which causes her to scream, which draws the attention of nearby walkers and gets eaten. Well, I guess she gets eaten or bitten. Carol quickly reacts and stabs the Whisperer, who is then also eaten by walkers shortly after. We aren't sure what happens next. So just to clarify, Beatrice is the one potentially that gets bitten or eaten or taken by walkers. It was also mentioned that Lydia has a Whisper mask at one point, and the group members are all wearing backpacks. Luke's backpack had what looked like a bungee cord in it. The source also mentioned that there was a Commonwealth soldier present for filming at the hospital. The soldier was wearing the full Stormtroopers resembling armor from the comics. He also carried a custom-made rifle. As far as the source knows, this soldier filmed alone fighting some walkers outside the hospital. We aren't sure if he ever filmed scenes with any others from the group, so it's unclear if the soldier is supposed to be in the same place as the group at the hospital or his location is somewhere different. Keep in mind, when they film in a certain place, they can use multiple areas and set them up as different locations. So we can't say definitively if the group is actually near the Commonwealth or still local, since we don't know if they came into contact with the Commonwealth soldier. I mean, I personally really hope that Whispers and the giant herd didn't chase the group all the way to the Commonwealth. That would be some serious persistence. Now, since we have corroborated with multiple sources, what exactly can we back up? Well, Beatrice was mentioned by the source. She's quite a wild card to be mentioned since we haven't seen her in the episode in over a year. However, she did appear to be in Georgia during the same time as filming at the hospital, going by this post on her Instagram. So she was around there. We shared that in the other video. So I thought it was interesting because let's talk about the finale a little bit. Now, is it going to be where we already met Princess episodes earlier? 1014, 1015, is there some connecting point there with the Commonwealth? Is this Pittsburgh? And look at the surroundings right here. Look at the wall to the right, or the parking garage, or whatever that is. It looks very similar to this right there where our group is standing. So I'm hoping they meet Princess in episode 1014 or 1015, and then I don't know what's going to happen with the finale, but something big is going to happen at Hilltop. We shared this a while ago, and we see that Hilltop gets tore up, burned up, and they got to rebuild. That's for sure. As for 3 cast members that make it to the end of the season or around it, we see Josh, who is Eugene, Callan, who is Alden, and Kari, who is Ezekiel. So that's 3 people that make it towards the end of the season, potentially, as this photo was taken toward the end of filming for season 10. Then we see Lauren Cohan was around filming and the production towards the end of the season. So will the cliffhanger be Maggie returns, our group makes it to the Commonwealth, or both, or something else? And to be honest, I'm excited for Maggie to return because I like Lauren Cohan. And I know some people are going to have ill will towards the actress because she left and her show didn't do so well. It got canceled, Whiskey Cavalier. But in what shape is she going to come back? And how is she going to find the hilltop? Because she runs the hilltop. She comes back, she's their leader, right? What does she know? What does she not know? Does she know about Jesus, Enid, the Whispers? Is she going to come back to a fireball and hilltop is burned up? Where's Herschel? Is Herschel going to be there? Is Herschel going to be older? I mean, he has to be, right? We had a time jump. But again, in what shape is Maggie going to be? Is she coming back knowing certain things? Or is it all going to be a surprise? Is she coming back with Georgie and the twins? Who's going to be around that Maggie knows? Magna's group is there. People are there. I mean, we're going to get a major battle at Hilltop in the back half of season 10. Is it going to be there before Maggie gets there? I would assume so, right? I'm sure the battle happens. Then Maggie returns to find Hilltop is tore up. And, who's going to be there to greet Maggie and welcome Maggie back? And will people be glad to see Maggie or not? Will Maggie coexist with Negan? Will they have to coexist? Will Maggie be at Hilltop and Negan Alexandria? Will Negan go away? Will baby Herschel, young Herschel, have to meet Negan? That's awkward. And these are unconfirmed titles for the back half of season 10 episodes from The Walking Dead universe spoilers. So season 10-9 to 10-16, which is Squeeze, Hunter, which I believe is Stalker, Morning Star, What We Become, Walk With Us, Look at the Flowers, The Tower, To Certain Doom, A Certain Misfortune, which is interesting. So the Tower has everybody thinking about the Water Tower death, if it's going to happen. And if it goes to Father Gabriel or somebody else. But again, we don't know if it's confirmed to happen or not. We just don't know. But I hope it happens to somebody. Issue 167 is called A Certain Doom. And that's Andrea and Rick. Neither of them are on the show. So it's interesting that if that title is true, again, these are unconfirmed titles. If it's true, what does it mean for the finale? Is somebody in danger? Does someone die? Does someone get bit? Because if you know those comic issues, it's pretty important to the story with Andrea and Rick, which aren't on the show anymore. So who could that death go to? But man, another cliffhanger. Well, does that mean it's going to be a bad cliffhanger? I don't know, because I don't think it's going to get any worse than a season 6, episode 16 cliffhanger. It doesn't get any worse than that. Not knowing who Negan picked all summer, come on. Could be CRM comes around, Maggie, Commonwealth, Milton's. Can't wait to find out. I believe last year's was kind of a cliffhanger, who was on the radio. So it could be as small or as big as that. Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. And for those interested in my Zombie Apocalypse book series, check out the link in the description below. Fight for us. I hope you join the fight, as all the proceeds come back to the channel as well as the book series. And as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.